Hi everyone, this is Aaron Mandoka and I'll be your host for today's Pacesetter edition. Who is a Pacesetter? A Pacesetter is simply someone doing something in society, someone trying to make a difference in society. So today we have a guest. She's going to introduce herself later on. At this point in time, I'll allow my co-host to introduce herself.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am your co-host, Nyambundo.
At this point in time, I'll allow our guest to introduce herself and tell us a brief background of herself.
Hi everybody, my name is Imanga Kayama and I'm the Managing Director of Manic Creatives. Manic Creatives is a digital marketing agency that helps our clients improve their online presence. I was born in Kabwe and I've lived in various places in Zambia. We moved around from Solwezi to Mufumbwe to Zambezi to Mongu to Lusaka. So I have been exposed to different cultures and different places in Zambia, rural and both urban. I went to school. I did all my schooling in all those places that I've mentioned we lived in, from grade 1 to grade 12, and then I did my A-levels in Lusaka at Springfields Coaching Center. Then after that, after studying my A-levels, I actually used to aspire to study at the University of Zambia. My lifelong dream was to be a student at the University of Zambia to study law. But in the course of doing my A-levels, I then came across an education fair where they were, promoting universities in Canada. And so I applied just to try it out. Lo and behold, I got accepted. I went to St. Mary's University in Halifax. But originally when I went there, I went to the University of UNZA, which is in Ontario, and then I transferred to Nova Scotia and went to St. Mary's University in Halifax.
Alright, Imanga, like I said, we're starting about a Pacesetter. In your words, who is a Pacesetter?
In the way I understand a Pacesetter is that a Pacesetter is a pioneer in something. Like she said, they set the course, they set the pace, they begin a new trend. Sometimes it may not be a trend, but eventually when people catch on, it becomes a trend. But in the simplest form, perhaps I would say a pioneer who does something for the first time.
Alright, to move on, someone said to know the secrets of men, you need to know their stories and where they're coming from. At least tell us who are your mentors or who is your inspiration in life?
I'm actually very fortunate to be inspired by a lot of people. And that's because I believe that every individual has got a purpose on this earth and they contribute something to, someone's destiny. And some of the people that we get inspiration from are not the obvious suspects. I've been very fortunate to be raised by my mother. She is a single mother and was widowed when I was a very young child, at the age of 1. And she made it a choice to focus on raising her children as a priority. And I'm not saying anybody else would have made a different decision. It was her decision. And so being raised by her and watching her pursue her dreams and pursue her career, I would say it gave me the confidence to also do likewise. She used to push me in the most uncomfortable situations because she believed that I could do it, even when I didn't believe that I could. But the mere fact that she would say that she believed I could do it meant so much to me, and gave me the courage to go to places that nobody else would go and do things that other people would be scared of doing. In terms of mentors, I have always made it a point to seek the advice of those that are doing better than I am. From my peers, from my leaders. I've never been afraid to learn, and so I have asked questions from, my peers about how to go about things, how to do things, starting from school. If I was weak in a subject, I would go to a friend and say, how are you managing? And if there's any way I can help you, I will, but you help me. Same in university, I always went to my professors and I said, can you help me? There's something I don't understand. And so my inspiration has always been somebody who can do something better than I can. And there's so many people, even in Zambia right now, and even in this room, or even somebody who's watching this, there's so many people that are doing things better than we are. And it's just a matter of going to ask them how they're doing it. And those are the people that inspire me.
And then based on that, you haven't stated that you had taken it upon yourself to ask those people who you had seen to be stronger than you were in certain areas of your life. In the long run, did you by any chance reach a point where people are like, oh, we think you're strong in this and we want to learn from you? So basically my question is, have you been a mentor, and in what areas have you mentored others?
Time that came to realize that I needed people's help. I have never shied away from offering help where I can. And that's just something that I have made it a personal philosophy of mine, is that I will not turn people away who need help, because I've needed help all this time, and had those people turn me away, I wouldn't be where I am today. I don't think I've reached a stage where I would say I'm an expert in anything. We're all just trying. I'm trying and I'm learning. And so in the recent past, throughout, I've noticed that people do come to you when they think that you are good at something and they ask you for help. And so I've done that without necessarily thinking of myself as a mentor, but as somebody who is just helping. And so even in this journey of running a business, I have gotten a lot of people that just ask me how things are going and if I can share tips of what's working and what's not working. And these people come back, and so for me that's an indicator that there's perhaps through my mistakes they're learning something.
You are the founder of Manic Creatives, or the co-founder. What led to the formulation of Manic Creatives?
So the story of Manic Creatives is that it didn't start with a selfish motive, and that's what drives the fabric of our business, is that it was never about the money, it's always been about the passions. So I came up with the idea to found Manic Creatives. Now, it's obviously a risky thing to start a company, and most especially because I had a job I was working, which I enjoyed tremendously, working for a good cause, working with children, youth, and various members of society. And so when I had this idea to start Manic, which was born from identifying a vacuum in the Zambian online space, we wouldn't find the content that we were searching for. And the problem was that there were not enough Zambians, or barely any Zambians, creating content and putting it on the internet. And so I said, okay, I would like to create content, but I can't do it by myself. And I would like to quit my job, but I need validation that it's not a crazy idea. And so I went out and I looked for people who were like-minded. And I sat them down and I said, look, if you believe in this idea and you believe that I'm not crazy, then you're going to partner with me. And so that's how I managed to draw in some co-founders. And initially, actually, we were a group of 5 co-founders with my idea at the center of it all. And earlier when we were speaking, you were saying, how do you get people to believe in your idea? How do you get them to buy into your idea? So the first year we had, we were the 5 of us, but as time progressed, as you know, the work became harder and there were no profits being generated, we could see that the interest of some of the co-founders was wearing off. And so, you know, that's a very difficult thing as a founder to encounter, because you firmly believe that you found your core team who are going to be with you from start to finish. So I made the difficult decision of buying out some of the co-founders and asking them the question, if you want to be part of it, you will reinvest in the business, or you will invest in terms of time and your expertise. Or if you feel this is too much work, then we'll buy you out. And so I bought out the co-founders with no hard feelings, because it's still business and we're still friends to this day. So I bought them out, and then which left my co-founder, who you have met, Kasolo. So she stuck it out, and so she said, you know what, I still believe in the dream, and we will continue to do what we can to fulfill that dream, to make that dream a reality. And so that's how Manic was founded, the backstory of it. In terms of inspiration, like I said, it was identifying a gap and saying there wasn't enough Zambian content online, and there were barely any Zambians creating that content. So Manic Creatives set out to fill that gap by, first of all, creating the content, and second of all, helping other people to create the content so that that gap can be filled, so that Zambian content can begin to be found and discovered online.
All right. I feel we have a similar idea to make Zambian content out there to be seen, because even Pacesetter's series, we're trying as much as possible to make sure the people sitting in place in Zambia are seen on the global scale. So at this point in time, we're going to have a short break, and after that we're going to know more about Manic Creatives.